Gentlemen, we are live. Let me get my stream posted in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me all good.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Ah, look at that, lads. I've just been standing here like an absolute lemon. My wife walked into the front room and I've had it on mute all this time. What an absolute knob. I've been giving it the old spiel and I was on mute. Ah, mate. What an absolute knobhead I am. Gentlemen, nice to have it. I was just saying, Brash, nice to see you, you little globetrotter. Nice to see you back in the lab, Matthew Martin, Mr. Ferrero Rocher himself. Lovely to see you all in the chat. I can't believe I've had myself on mute. Ah, mate, first race. My God, he's absolutely blown it out of the pan already. I was bigging up everyone. I've gone through the old... let's try and get a bit of this back if I can. Mick, you absolute prick. Jesus Christ, gentlemen. What has he done? He's ruined it already. Already, Clyde. Hope you're well. Chaz, you absolute ledge. Big up the Gooners. Come on, the Gooners. Rooting for you boys tonight. Ragan, hope you're well, buddy. Hope you're well, mate. No, mate. Stiggy. I think I've just given it the best intro that I've ever done in my whole life, and I was on mute. I fucking blame the wife for that, you know? Don't ruin tonight against tomorrow. He's done it again. He's fucked up again. Jesus Christ. Come on. But anyway, I'm not going to go through it again. Let's wing it as we always do. Stiggy knows about winging it. We wing it all the time, Stiggy, didn't we, pal? Listen, mate. From this moment forward, whenever I'm in this lobby, we have a driver in this lobby called Matthew Martin. But as you know, I'm very much prone to renaming my drivers. So Matthew Martin, from this moment forward, is Mr. Ferrero Rocher. So Mr. Ferrero Rocher is there in the Mercedes. We've got Jay Tyler. Is he in the lobby? Let's have a look. Is Jay Tyler in the lobby? There. No, Jay Tyler's not in the lobby. So there's no incident reports tonight then. Only joking, Jay. Only joking, mate. Armin paid me to say that. But yeah, we're going with 15. Matt F1's in the lobby. Yeah, I know that, Matthew, mate. I know that, buddy. I know that, mate. I know that. It's that when I put the Jazzy boy, come on, mate. Don't start making me use undecent four-letter words in the chat, mate. And it starts with a C, but it's definitely not Chaz. And I've got to hold up the reputation of PGR tonight. So don't start giving it large. Yeah, don't start giving it large in the chat. 17 in the chat now. There we go. Absolutely smashing the granny out of it. So here we are. What we got? We got 16 on the track. 1 minute, lads. I normally stick myself in a party so I don't disturb anybody else. A private party, so I'm used to partying by myself. There we go. We're all set. A few glitches, a few glitches to start the season, but we're ready to go. So, why have I got two DSL Brads in the lobby? What's going on there? Can you see that on the lobby, boys, on the screen? I've got a DSL Brad in the Mercedes, and I've got a DSL Brad. Wayne, you're going to love it, mate. There's two Brads to go around. Wayne's absolutely in his glory, mate. One's his dad. Chaz, you pulling my chain or what? I'm just worried about Wayne. He might not be able to concentrate on racing tonight if he's got two Brads in the lobby. Wayne's off, mate. Wayne has left the lobby. Gets in there. You know it, Chaz. You know it. I wouldn't normally us grown-ups would call it a split roast, but being as Brad as young as he is, we'll call it a Neapolitan. You know the old multicoloured ice cream. That's what we'll call it. We'll call it an old Neapolitan. All right, let me get me bits and bobs up. Track map, bosh, we're up there. Lap delta, we're up. Stiggy, if you're on the inters, mate, I'm gonna absolutely rinse you. Yeah, he's on the medium. He knows. He's learned his lesson. Yeah, you know, mate. You remember that? You remember that, mate, when you used to get the old 2 wafers, Chaz, and then you used to cut the old block, and you used to have the old strawberry, vanilla, and the chocolate. The chocolate comes at the end, a bit like them too. Stiggy, get off them inters, you absolute. I like you, Stig. So I don't want to say nothing bad about you, but get off them fucking inters, will ya? So right. We got a Haas just about to cross the line, and Scotty MT, the early riser, as he normally is, going through turn 1 and 2, misses that exit curve on the exit of turn 3. There we go. Take me a little bit of while to get back into it, lads. Normally you can climb all over that curve on that left-hander. Easy on the throttle there now from Scotty. Old Chaz's mate, Scotty MT. As it flicks to the right, flick through the left, there we go, full throttle, got everything turned on, DRS, ERS, got to pick his braking point now in this chicane, pick his braking point about 70 metres, gets it tucked in, climb all, France is a track. Chaz, I'm trying to concentrate, mate, come on, can't say that about Scotty MT, can't say that. This is one of the best turns, I believe, in my opinion. Love this. Oh, gets all over the curb on the exit. Managed to keep it straight. Misses the apex slightly. And Scotty's going to be the first one. Got a couple of corners left. Here's another curb that you can get right over. And there we go. Slaps it on the exit. Straightens the car up, full throttle. Keeps it to the left. And he starts us off on the 129.5. Remember, we're looking for a driver. Old Braddy Big Bollocks. He was talking about getting it in the old Braddy Big Bollocks was talking about getting it in the 28s. He was. Let's see what he's going to come up with. So we just had an Aston Martin trouser go 29.4. Brashman, old Rusty Brashman, 29.6. Great lap. His first lap back. We ain't seen him for a season. There we go. Braddy Big Bollocks. We're on board with him. Let's see what he's got. He was the man giving it large. Rattigan on the 129.9. What's Braddy got? Ah, you little lemon. Look at you. 129.8. You know, my grandmother could go faster than that. She's been dead a free stretch. Mr. Ferrero Rocher on a 143. Milan on a 129.9. Who's the next one? We've got Little Pigeon. Stiggy gets off them green tyres. You absolute monster. Here comes Little Pigeon. We're looking for somebody to dip into these 28s. We want someone to dip into the 28s like Brad dips into Brad. Listen, by the way, lads. Oh, 129.2. We're getting close. By the way, it's going to be my first season commentating on Brad and Wayne. I've got about 2 seasons of one-liners all lined up, so I do apologise if you hear some profanity. I blame Chaz, I do. Here's Clyde just starting the sector 2 now. Got a car in front of him. Is he going to try and drift left and use the slipstream? No, he's not. He gets well out of the way. I think that was the legend Arman. Where's Frank? Oh, he's there. Oh, Blue New Soul. I'm looking for Frank, I am. Because, mate, I always got told when I first joined PGR, Chaz, when I first joined PGR, if anything goes wrong, always blame that Chaz fella. If there was a flood in Pakistan, Chaz is to blame. Blue New Soul, is he in this lobby? I swear he races in here, Big Frank. Where is he? Arman, where's your man? Chaz. This is Clyde, goes on a 129.5, sticks herself up into fourth. No, he's Bangladesh, mate. I made sure not to say Bangladesh. Yeah, I don't think Armin's from Pakistan. If he is, I do apologise, but I'm sure he's from Bangladesh. Or is it Sri Lanka? That's where Ramesh... I'm only joking, Armin. I'm only joking, mate. It's Chaz. Chaz is fucking banting me in the chat, and I don't normally swear on the chat. I think I've done 2 seasons without swearing. Chaz has been in my chat 5 minutes, and I've swore as much as I have, the last 2 seasons. I want to know, where is Big Frank? I'm sure he's in this division. I'm sure he's in this division, my old Big Frankie boy. Yes. Get up then, munching boys. Get up. I hope I can provide entertainment. Oh, so okay. Brad is the other. Okay. Frank, you little... I was going to use the C word. No, I can do. Frank, you little Chaz. Fucking trying to wind me up here, you are. Come on. It's not fair, that ain't. Right, we've got Bab, very fast driver. He's going to be one. He was giving it the old Charlie Big Potato, saying that it's not his favourite track. Watch him come and stick it in the 28s right now. We're sitting on board with Bab. There he is. My mate Stephen. How's Peggy, Stephen? I hope you're both well. It's been a minute, lad. Babs pulled out of his lap. I'm not going to carry on with the famous Wayne, but you can imagine what my line was. Poor Wayne, I notice he doesn't tune into my chat, He knows what it's about. He knows what time it is. He absolutely knows what time it is, does famous Wayne. I do try and keep it clean when I can. Not much, Stephen. I've got a big party this weekend, mate. So I've tried to near off a little bit this week, mate. I've tried to be sensible, if I ever can be. Matty F1 6 on 129.9. The real DSL Brad 6 on 129.8, as we've seen. The fake DSL Brad, he's on his out lap. Matthew Martin, Mr. Ferrero Rocher, he's just starting his lap, but I think he's pulled out of it. Famous Wayne, the legend, sticks it up in the 4th place. Fraser Wild, we missed that. No, we didn't, mate. It was the food weren't too bad. My pie mash, mate. I enjoyed my pie mash. That was about the best thing on my holiday, mate. Smashed the old double pie, double mash. Old Chaz should know about that. Old London boy. Old 2 pie, 2 mash. But yeah, it's just super expensive, Stephen, mate. I didn't enjoy it one little bit, mate. It about bankrupted me. Here comes Stiggy. Favourite for pole, favourite for the win. What's he got? Can he be the first man to stick it into one? If anyone puts it in the 128, slightly misses the apex there, though. I've just read Chaz's comment. Let's jump on board with famous. I've lost. You made me lose my composure, Chaz. Seriously. Mate, if I can clip that comment, I want to clip it. Oh, can I pin it? Can I pin a comment? I want to pin a comment. Let me try and. There you go. Pin message. I pinned it. Chaz, have a look, mate. I pinned the message. It's at the top of the chat. It's at the top of the chat. I've smashed it. Oh, that's got to be the best comment I've ever had in one of my chats, man. Oh, what a legend. What a legend. Where's the real DSL? Blue New Soul. Ah, he's changed it. Look, there we go. Blue New Soul. How's he done that halfway through the old... Yeah, mate, look. Have a look in the chat, Chaz. No matter how much you scroll down, look at the comments at the top. I've managed to pin it. So anyone that jumps in the chat, that's the first comment they're going to see. I'm as London as Armand. Oh, it's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, Scotty MT's on his second flyer. I don't think you jump into many of my streams, Chaz, but as much as we concentrate on the racing, lad, it's just, yeah, I'm just out here to have a laugh, mate. Have a laugh, give people a bit of joy. Have a laugh with the chat. I spend more of my time interacting with the chat than I do watching the racing. So Scotty MT, let's try and... I never look at sector times either, so we're going to just try and be surprised when he crosses the line. Nicely tucks up into the apex there, right slightly the exit curve there, gets a nice little drive. Can Scotty go faster than his 129.5? No, he doesn't. He's slower. He's slower. Mr. Ferrero Rocher is on the validated lap, even though he's faster. Next man we got on a flying lap is Matt F1 UK. I reckon everyone's having a breather in the pits. And then we're all going to come out and have a slap dang bash at it right for the very end. It looks like Matt is getting full throttle. He's not going to give it a second go, or is he going to dive into the pits? He's got time to dive into the pits if he needs to. If he feels this is not his best lap, I feel that he can jump into the pits here. Let's see where he goes. No, he's going to go for it. He's going to keep out. Maybe he might have enough time. But very hard track to regain your ERS on. Stephen, my mate Stephen will tell you that. And F1 Pro. But he improves ever so slightly. Milan always pulls it out the bag. Milan always pulls it out the bag right at the very end. Little Pigeon, first man to show. The man sitting in pole. Come on, lads. Get me that 128. Get me that 128. Come on, lads. Come on, Brad. You know? Waiting for you to pull that 128 out, Brad. Giving that old Charlie Big Beans in the chat earlier. If you don't even stick it in the one... Oh, it's very close, very close. Matty, stay on the track, mate. We can see ya. We're actually on board with you there, mate. Fab, setting the track alight with a 151.7. Let's see if he can improve. I think he should improve slightly. I've only been on board with him for a couple of corners, but he looks attacking. And Brashman's crying to himself, oh, mister, I'm rusty, I'm rusty. Look at him sitting up there in second place. You know? Giving it all, I'm rusty, I'm rusty, bollocks. No, look at him in second place. Brash, mate, you may have been off to get 22-second improvement by Bab. Sticks him in this. Red Bulls are flying in first and second. But Brash, if you're listening, mate, you may be rusty, but you don't ever lose talent, brother. You don't ever lose talent, mate. You know, Chaz will tell you about that. You never lose talent. I lost mine a long time ago, though, I did. I lost mine many moons ago. Frank, pull your finger out, mate. Where are you? You're down there. Yeah, mate, I remember racing against Drew Brash when I was behind the wheel, mate. Chaz, come on. Mate, the geezer hasn't raced for, what, a season and a half? And he's sitting there at third place in an absolute stacked lobby. This is Clyde. He's out of his lap. He's going for. He's managed to recharge up. He's managed to charge up. He's just behind his mate, Famous Wayne. Babs, I don't think Babs going to have enough time to get round. He's on an invalidated lap. Babs done. Babs done for quali because he ain't going to have enough ERS to go for a second pop. Little Pigeon's currently on a note. Little Pigeon's invalidated. This is Clyde's on a charge up lap. Here we go. We're going to sit on board with Clyde. Can Clyde improve on his 129.5? Nicely tucked in, ride that curb on the exit, gets nicely turned in, feather the throttle. Grant your ledge. How you doing, buddy? Hope you've been well, mate. There we go, got a nice bit of VRS in the old tank. Fixes his braking point, 60-70 metres. Flicks the first apex, gets it right over there. Ride this apex, no, completely stays off the curb there. I seriously need to keep an eye on the fucking sector type. Oh, there we go, look. Yeah, all good here, mate. All good here, mate. All good. All good. Trying to keep composed, mate. But old Chaz is in the chat, so there's going to be no composure here, mate. He basically matched his time. This is Clyde. Have to try and pick off the drivers who are behind him. I think that's a Ferrari. That's the only Ferrari in the lobby, Stiggy, so we're going to jump straight on board with Stiggy after this. Bab's done, as we know. Skizzo, your ledge, what's happening? Hope you're doing well, mate. I'll be with you boys next week. Clyde's had enough. Stiggy. Where's my 28, Stiggy? No, he's only 2 temps up. He's only 2 temps up. Oh, 129 flat. Blue New Soul on a 129.1. No mucking about. DSL Brad. Ooh, 129.4 Brad. All that big talk in the lobby. Let's jump on board with the man. The manic man. No, we've got many drivers in front of him. We've got Scotty in his hash just about to come across the line. Old Chaz's mate. Where's Chaz's mate going to finish? Here he goes, he improved by 2.5 temps, puts himself up into 5th. Very nice. Where's Armand? Armand's giving high five to his pit wall at the moment. But JM's coming to the end of his lap. We've got a Red Bull. That must be Little Pigeon. Where's Little Pigeon going to go? Little Pigeon, we don't get the 120 at Brash. Trouser on a 129.1. Fraser, oh, boom, there's my fucking 28. Get in there, Fraser, you absolute legend of a fellow. There's my 28. We're looking for a 28 and we got it. Told you, Chaz, we was going to get one. Told you, Chaz. Giving it all big bollocks in the chat. Oh, no, I'm not going to lie. I'm just he didn't say nothing, old Chaz. I'm just giving him what for. Fraser, absolute brilliant, mate. You know it, Milan. Says Milan. Yeah, stacked on top of you, Milan. No, I'm only joking. Sorry, Milan. It's the first race of the season. Come on. Milan's just put a comment in the chat saying this lobby's stacked while he's sitting down in 12th. So yeah, stacked on top of him. But yeah, gentlemen, great quality. Fraser, you absolute ledge. You absolute ledge. There's my 28. There's my 28, Fraser. Fraser in first, 128.992. Not too far behind. You're talking about Rizzler papers. Stiggy on a 128 flat. Trouser third. Great lap from Trouser. The real Blue Blue Soul comes home in fourth. Pulls it out right at the end. Mr. Ferrero Rocher, don't worry, mate. You didn't lose out to Clyde. You managed to pull it up into fifth. Little Pigeon in 6th, Bab in 7th. Brad wishes he was up there. JM in 8th, Scotty MT 9th, Brash in 10th. I don't think he completed his last lap. That fella there, Brad, Charlie Big Potato in 11th, Milan 12th, Wayne. We didn't get through the rest of the lobby. But it's all good. It's all good, fellas. We are ready to go. We are ready to rock. I think Crossplay Lobby. I don't think Formation Lap is on. I'm not too sure. Manic likes to muck about with me and turn it on, turn it off every week. So like, that's a team and a half, that Red Bull team. Look, Little Pigeon and Bab. And then who we got there? Stiggy and Charles Leclerc. That's a team and a half, that is. We got Mr. Ferrero Rocher. Who's the other one in the Merc? Brad. That's a good. Right, the whole lobby's stacked, fellas. The whole lobby is absolutely stack hard. Like Arsenal starting 11. Shout out to you there, Ches. Nah, all jokes aside though, lads. I'm not going to lie. I'm a QPR fan. Yeah. My team's absolutely pony, but I do want Arsenal to win the league this year. I want Arsenal to win the Premier. Yeah, we're on a formation lap. Lovely. We're on a formation lap, so I've got time to get me bits and bobs up. Telemetry, details, what tyres people got on. Yeah, we've gone the very standard medium and hards. We've got Fraser Wah, we've got Blue New Soul. Can't call it Blue New Soul. We've got Fraser Wah, we've got Frankie Boy. We've got Scotty MT, Chaz's mate. We've got Brashman. We've got DSL Brad. We've got Famous Wayne. We've got Rattigan. We've got Armand down in 16th. I haven't no Armand in quali. And we've got Matt F1 all on the hards. We've got Stiggy. We've got Trouser. We've got Mr. Ferrero Rocher. We've got Little Pigeon. We've got Bab. We've got JM. We've got Milan. And we've got Clyde all on the medium. Now we've got two teammates, the Red Bull 6th and 7th, both on the same tyre. So we're going to have to watch out for them. It says here, look, soft to medium as possible. So with any of these medium runners, I know, mate, I think he buckled under the pressure, Chaz. I think he was too busy writing messages to you, mate, saying hello. And next thing he knew, he was like, oh, there's only a minute left, I better get out. And then he couldn't put another lap in. So he ended up down in 16th, Harmon. He's going for the trophy, most positions gained. Mind you, I see Manic pluck Rattigan to get most positions gained tonight. He's down in 15th. So it's a battle between him and Armand. Old London Armand. Old Cockney fellow Armand. There we go. There's our first prediction. Get him in now, boys. Chaz, who'd you pick for the win? Stephen's already plucked it. Stephen goes Trouser for the win. I need to keep it impartial, I do. I need to be professional and keep it impartial. So I won't pick a winner. I just hope for a good race and many more comments. Chaz has gone Fraser. Talk about edging your bets, mate. You've gone for the man in pole. Come on, mate. What's going on there, Chaz? I thought you were going to be a bit adventurous, mate. I thought you was going to go for your mate Scotty down in 9th. Chaz, he's not my fucking mate. What are you talking about? Let's get a shot of that. We always go, you know, if you've tuned into my stream, I'm disqualified from the session. Oh, there we go. I didn't know you could do that. Chaz, you're an absolute legend, mate. Chaz, you absolutely. I didn't even know I could do it. I've been commentating for 2 seasons. I didn't even know you could do that. Get rid of all. I was only saying last season, I wish you can get rid of all of that. You absolute ledge, Chaz. You absolute legend. Great start from Fraser Wah. Old Chaz's pick. He's already off. Stiggy's trying to keep up with him, and Fraser Wah is on the hard tyre. So it's been a fairly decent start by everyone so far. Only thing is, doing it like this, Chaz, I don't know what driver's who, mate. I don't know. That's got to be Pigeon or Bab. Let's have a look. Yeah, I was on Bab. Look, yeah, 50% chance of getting it right, and I got it wrong. We're on board with Fraser Wah now. Jump on his rear wing. Oh, looks like Stiggy's coming under attack now from the Merc behind the Blue New Soul. You know that's Big Frank. Let's see how our mate Armand's getting on. That is I need to keep this up, lads. Sorry, I can't see. Armand's still down there in 16th, Rattigan's in 15th. There's not been much movement between the track. Let's have a look. Any positions gained? Milan up 3. Matthew Martin, Mr. Ferrero Rocher, he's up 2. Smashing it. Very close so far. Look, the whole field. Oh, Famous Wayne's in the pit. What's happened to Wayne? What's happened to Wayne? Is he getting a new wing arch? Let's have a look. We'll stay on board with Wayne for the time being. Oh, someone's done his front end. Oh, Wayne. Never mind, buddy. Head down, bud. You get back into this. Stiggy's going to try and have a... Because I put an emoji up, Stephen. I put an emoji in Matthew Martin. I'll explain the story. I put an emoji in the Discord of a guy opening a Ferrero Rocher. And when he unpeeled the wrapper, it was the end of a penis, a helmet. And then he commented that it was his favourite chocolate and I've ruined it for him. So that's why I call him Mr. Ferrero Rocher. There's a bit of backstory there for you lads. Get rid of that. I want to do what Chaz said with the no fit, but I can't. I need to. It's going to take me a few races to learn who's who. But I know that's Fraser Wire in front. I know that's Frankie Boy in second. That's Manic in third. The Aston. I ain't got a Scooby-Doo. Aston's trouser. There we go. Followed by the 2 Red Bulls of Pigeon and Bab. Don't know who's who, but never mind. Stephen, I'll have you know, mate, I'm always on the plough, brother. Chaz, that's what the missus says, mate. That's what the missus says to me every night. Press triangle, Mick. You don't have to have it up. And we've got Milan up 5 now. Scotty's up 1. Oh no, I thought. See, that's what confused me. It's Matthew Martin. Mr. Ferrero Rocher's in second place. And as we sit on board with him, he's gone for a move on Fraser Wire, albeit DRS assisted. So there we go. There's our first change for the lead now. Matthew Martin's up 4. He's having an absolute stonker. Absolute stonking start, Matthew Martin, up 4 positions. Stiggy's trying to keep with these, not trying to keep under the rear wing of Fraser Wire. We've got Trouser just sitting there. Let's have a little butchers at everybody's ERS. Anybody rags the granny out of it. They're all pretty decent. Some people have absolutely rags the granny out of it. Have a look at that. On 8% the fella. These boys are doing well. Wow, yeah, these 2 are doing all right. Brashman's dropped down a few. Brashman's down 1. But whoa, what happened to the Williams there? JM's gone very wide there. Oh, he's had a big old spinneroo as well. JM's had a spinneroo. Armand's overtook Rattigan somewhere. Armand's pretty decent. He's doing alright. So let's jump on board with his front lot. This front mob. They're gonna JM first at 5-second time penalty, speeding in the pit lane. Is he gonna call it quits or is he gonna crack on? It looks like he's gonna crack on, old Jay. So there we go, all status quo for the minute. These top 6. The top 6 are kind of getting a gap now. Milan's got 1.9. He's going to have to try and close that. But Stiggy's getting right up the chuff of Fraser Wire even. Stiggy's now in second place. He was pinned favourite to win tonight. Trouser just sitting there doing what Trouser does, watching it all play out in front of him. Pigeon managed to take his teammate somewhere because Bab did get in front of Pigeon at one stage. Yeah, old Frankie boy's down 4. He's having a bit of a shindig with his teammate here, him and Brashman. We'll jump on board with this. We'll get on a bit of rear wingage. It's all absolutely queuing up behind him. Scotty's lost out of place somewhere. BSL Brad down there in 11th place. Armand's up 3 positions now. This is Clyde now lost out to Brad. As Brad managed to get himself ERS. DRS even. He gets the move done. Brad still on the outside. Very nice driving by the boys. Very nice. Side by side through turn 1 and 2. Absolute legend stuff there. Absolute legend. Chaz, have one for me, fella. And good luck to the Arsenal tomorrow, mate. Good luck. Thanks for tuning in, bud. A pleasure having you in the chat, mate. Don't often get you in the chat because you're always driving, but been an absolute pleasure, Chaz. You go and enjoy your night, mate, with them Germans. Do us a favour, Chaz, mate. If she's got a moustache, she's not a woman. So be careful. Here we go now, Stiggy and Matthew Martin going at it now. I think Stiggy's just going to sit behind and wait for his moment in the DRS. The only problem here, there's a big old twitch on the exit there, Stiggy. Red card in the Barca game. Who's that for, Jay Tyler? Any hole's a goal. You know it, mate. You know it, mate. Definitely be saying that tomorrow night, wouldn't you? Any goal's a hole. Come on. Jay Tyler, let us know who's got a man sent off. Barca, because me personally, I want Barca. Not that I like them, but my wife, she's a Barca fan, mate. Barca down to 10 men. They're 1-0 up. That puts them 4-2 up on aggregate. All right, I got to have a little soft spot for them, mate. My wife's a Barcelona fan, so can't really go against them. And not only that, I can't stand PSG, mate. I hate Mbappe, especially now he's getting to Madrid. So big up the Barca. Vamos, Barca. Vamos. Trazer gets the move on Fraser Wilkes dropping back slightly now. He's coming under attack. But if we do remember correctly, Fraser Wilkes the only one of these leading pack so he's playing the long game here, Fraser Wilkes. He's still being very competitive. Stiggy gets the move done on Matthew Martin in a very, very unusual place. Must have got an absolute stonking drive out of that chicane. But as I was saying there, lads, Fraser Wilkes, he's keeping up with these fellas and he's on the reverse strategy, so he's going to be the one, the two teammates going at it here, look, he's going to be the one that's going to be on the faster tyre, safety car depending, at the end of the race. We're 6 laps into this race already. Matthew Martin, we'll call him by his real name, won't call him Frodo, call him by his real name. He's going to get Xavi just took Yamel off. No, that's the kind of guy you want. But I suppose 4-2 up. Just got to try and get what you can. Trazer now, again, doing what Trazer does, mate. Carrying on his form from the end of last season. Just plodding along. Getting it. Don't talk about him much, but next thing you know, he's there, up in the podium positions, giving it large. They've all got in DRS now, these top 6. Fab has now done Fraser Wilkes. Fraser Wilkes, as we've mentioned there, lads, as he's mentioned there, don't mention that. Jay, don't mention his age. Wayne's trying to drive, please, come on. Caution sector 2, caution sector 2. Who's had a moment? Rattigan and Arman holding hands, going through the pack. You know, Jay, come on, mate. Let the man concentrate on his race, please, come on. Lad seems to be dropping down the pack. All of these hard runners now. Rashman, the Scotty M, is still going shindigging at it. He's still been going at it for quite a few laps now. 2 absolute quality drivers here we're watching now. Let's jump aboard. Let's jump off and we'll get a bit of broadcastage. Coming out the final turn now. Is Boss Bashman going to deal with Jack now? Arman's joining the fray and he's putting along Rattigan with him. I don't think Brash will make a move. Just try and stick as close to Scotty as he can, and then he'll use. But then remember, Scotty's got DRS from the car in front, and Frankie boy is going to be the cork now because he don't have no DRS. He's got 3.2 to Milan in front, and Milan's currently just in a race of his own at the minute. He's got 4.8 to the car in front, 3.3 to the car behind. Matthew Martin's going to go for a move on Stiggy. There we go. We jump on board just as we see it. Trousers going to come under pressure from Bab. Oh, mister, this is not my favourite track. Bab looks like he's got a very nice run out of that corner. Here comes Stiggy again. This is where we took Matthew last time, and he gets him again. He's getting some absolutely fantastic drive out of that chicane, is Stiggy. And as much as these two battle, they're just pulling these guys in. Now Fraser, this is where now his tyre should start being the tyre to be on, because these mediums are going to start getting worn, possibly start getting overheated. So then the hard tyre is going to come into its realm now, and he should be really catching. And as you can see there, look, he's just gone from 1.1 down to 0.6. So them hard tyre now, this is where they're going to come into this race now, these hard tyres. Oh, Big Frank wants to get closer to Milan as he can, but he's still holding out about 3.5. Milan's dropped to over 5 seconds now behind Fraser Wah. Milan's just in the world of his own at the minute. But that just shows what quality driver is. He's got no one in front of him. He's got no one to really attack, but he's still pumping in lap after lap after lap after lap. Bab gets Trouser. Is Pigeon going to try and have a little sniffage as well? Pigeon try and gets down the inside. There goes Trouser. We're going to jump on board with Trouser now. We're going to look at his rear wing. He's got the Red Bull still on the inside. He's got a Red Bull behind. He's in a Red Bull sandwich. How the feck? And he gets done. Trouser out. Bit coming together. Milan, how the feck are you typing when you're racing? But it's alright though, Milan, mate. First race of the season. Albeit there's only 6 races. You're in 7th, mate. You're up 6 positions. 5 positions. So you're doing alright, mate. You're doing alright. Still putting in these laps. Still holding the gap to Frank behind you, mate. You're doing alright. And as long as these boys keep battling in front of you, bud, you're going to start reeling these in. Look, there you go. Look, you've nearly done half a second already. Remember, these front 6 are all within DRS, so they're going to be battling. Stiggy and Matthew Martin have swapped places these last couple of laps, so you'll be alright, Milan. You are about that, mate. Armand's on the back of his mate now. Here's the battle. Here's the battle. Armand and Big Frank. Both on the same tyre. Let's see what they've got. Let's see what they've got. And you got Brash, you got Big Brash just behind him as Scotty as well. Then you got followed by Rattigan, followed by... This division's absolutely stacked pancakes, man. Absolutely stacked pancakes, this division. Now, is this where Big Frankie boy comes under pressure now? No, Dembele's done it again. Dembele has just equalised for PSG against Barca. Frank has managed to hold it. Frank's got some straight line speed on that car. Armin had DRS and he still couldn't. But Armin looks like he's got an absolute massive drive. Massive driver. Is he going to do a Stiggy and get him down? There he is. He's done a Stiggy and he's got him down. But as we were talking there, see Matthews managed to get in front of Stiggy again. They're checking. Yeah, disallow it, mate. Disallow it. Absolutely rotten club, Peter. But apologies to anybody in this chat that's a PSG fan, but any club like PSG, Man City, I don't like them. Just come in, spending buttloads of money. That's why I've got a huge respect for Man United, Arsenal, Liverpool. They got a history, 20, 30 years of building their club, and just get some Jack fella come in and start spunking millions and millions about like the old Chelsea when Abramovich come in. I don't like all that, mate. I don't like all that. But each to their own, eh? Each to their own. Like I said, I'm not qualified to talk about football, mate. I'm QPR. Oh no, Brashman, 3 second time penalty. I'm not qualified to talk about football, lads. I'm a QPR fan, mate. I grew up 5 minutes away from the stadium, mate. I got drummed into me. That was my club. I had no other option. There we go. Stiggy gets another. Does he get? Matthew seems to have stemmed him off this time round. Still gaining slightly on him there, Stiggy, but not as much as he was previously. But he's sitting in that slipstream. But I think Stiggy's just going to now sit here and wait for his time. We're going to be coming soon to possibly the pit stops sooner or later. Unless any of I believe these medium runners are just going to play safe and go medium to hard. You may get the odd one. Might try and stretch it and go soft. It'll be a big ask. But who's going to be the first one of these medium runners to pit? Remember, we got 70% of the field actually on their hard tyre. So Fraser War, Frankie Boy, Arman, Brash, Scotty, Rattigan, Matt F1 and Brad, they're all still close together. They're going to come into this race later on when they're on the faster tyre. You see Milan's net fell now 6.2 behind, but he's caught onto this pack now. No, he's not. No, he's 6.2 behind, but he's still holding that 3.5 to Frank. So, but these front six, and there we go, Pigeon and Brad, they're going ahead, the two Red Bull boys. Let's have this jump ball with Stiggy. This is normally where he makes his move. Gets a hell of a drive out of here. Scotty's fell down a couple of places. He doesn't get it that time round. Armands took Frank. There's a bit of banging there. Here comes DSL Brad, but let's have a look. Armands done his mate Frank. The battle of the social media boys here. The battle of the social boys. And it seems that Arman has pulled a little bit of a gap on Frankie Boy. Frankie Boy's sitting there. He's sitting pretty, Frankie Boy. The lead hard runner is Fraser War. So we've just got to wait to see. Milan's falling further. Is this the turn? There we go. Milan's first man to pit. He's hoping to claim back some of this 7 seconds with the undercut. Let's see how he gets on with this undercut. Still keeping Mr. Martin honest. Fraser War's going to want to start closing this gap. The only thing is he's stuck in the DRS train, Fraser War. Little Pigeon, no! First of the front runners to get a 3 second time penalty. This is Clyde, fastest lap, soft tyre. Oh, bit of nose to tail there with the front two. Little Pigeon, he's got his teammate right behind him. It's a very tough drive when you've got your teammate in front of you. Rattigan took Brad. Brad took Rattigan. Going, hey, tooth and nail. There we go. Rattigan gets the better of Brad for the time being. Matt F1 sitting behind watching all this play out. Arman's got 10 seconds to Trouser. Trouser's some drive. Trouser's just sitting there in the top 6, plodding away. Are any of these going to react to the pit stop from Milan? And yes, they are. Trouser. Wayne, 3 second time penalty for multiple warnings. Trouser's the next man to pit. Now we see. There we go. This is going to be a perfect chance to see how much the undercut. Brash man, the man with all the talent. Brash man pits. This is going to be a perfect opportunity now to see what the undercut does, because we did see Milan was 7.1 seconds behind Trouser, and I believe he's going to be coming out behind Trouser. So let's see if he's closed that gap, if any. Let's see. Let's have a look. Trouser's exiting the pit. He looks as though he's sustained that lead. Let's have a look. 5 points. So he gained 1.4 on the undercut. Now, If he's gained 1.4 on that undercut, this could be huge for Trouser, being that he was the first man to pit out of these front three. This could be huge for Trouser. Rattigan and Matty F1 going at it, hammer and tong. DSL Brad, yeah, there he is. I believe DSL Brad pitted. Scotty MT pitted. Rashman, he pitted. He's got his 3-second time penalty. He's got a bit of free air in front of him, as has Milan. But let's keep an eye on Trouser and let's keep an eye on these boys in front. Matthew Martin has decided not to pit. If any of these lads, I believe, if these front four get to lap 17, they'll go soft. I do believe they will go soft if they get to lap 17. Big Frank's pitted. What's tyre Big Frank going to go on? Going to risk it, Big Frank. Is he going to play safe? The medium tyre, yellow stripe tyre there. Could Stephen's prediction come true? Stephen picked Trouser to win at the start of the race. There we go. What's happening there? Little Pigeon's been overtaken by Bab. Fraser Wire still sitting there. Fraser Wire's definitely getting soft tyre. Fraser Wire. So is Arman. Arman's getting soft also. These two will easily make it to lap 17. It's how much time are these medium runners going to lose? Trouser is the one to watch. Each lap that goes, that undercut's going to be getting greater and greater and greater. And let's not forget about Brashman as well, and Milan. Brashman's on that medium tyre, so he's going to be close. And the front three pit. They've all pitted. Bab's the only one that stayed out. Let's have a look. Soft tyre for Matthew. Soft tyre for Stiggy. Soft tyre for Little Pigeon. Bab has stayed out. Where's Trouser coming out? Where's Trouser? Has he managed to pull it out? Trouser's gonna come out in the lead. Trouser's in the lead. I saw that, but they're very close behind him, and I reckon these softs will chase down that hard tyre. DSL Brad, fastest lap, 1:32.4. Oh shit, I still need to pick my commentator's driver of the day. We can cross that bridge when we come to it at the end. We've still got plenty of time left. We've got 12 laps, including the one we're on. Bab. How much is Bab going to lose out to these boys that he was battling? He couldn't pit on that lap because his teammate, he would have been double stacked. So that's kind of maybe for Pigeon takes Stiggy. So maybe that forced Bab's hand. We didn't see who was the driver in front. I said that was going to come back to bite someone between these two being so close. These two Red Bulls. Big Frank takes Brad. Matthew Martin, Trousers already lost out to one soft runner. He's got the other two right on his chuff. Stiggy's going to stick it down the inside. That's a move and a half from number 68. But Trousers not going away. Trousers, is he going to try and hang it around the outside? Stiggy hangs it around the outside. We should see Bab peeling off into the pits anytime. No, Bab stays out. I'm not too sure what Bab's doing. Let's have a gap to the leader. Stiggy, 11.18. They're easily going to swamp him in the pit stop. He's going to come out maybe 4 or 5 seconds behind these front lot. Fraser Wire's pitted. I'm very surprised Fraser Wire come out on the medium tyre. I thought he would have come out on the soft. But remember, these softs are going to be absolutely screaming blue murder at the end of their stint. So as long as Trouser can try and stay with these boys, he's alright. And one of these front runners, remember, Little Pigeon's got a 3-second time penalty. Speaking of that, Little Pigeons, Trouser knows the score. Trouser's letting him go. Manic. If Manic can now stay on the back of these three, he's got a 2.1 second gap to Fraser War. Jump on board with Bab. I think these extra laps are going to hurt Bab's race. I really believe that these extra laps are really going to hurt Bab's race. Now he decides to pit. Oh, he has to get right on the brakes. Arman. Bab's going to lose out a chunk here, I believe. An absolute chunk. Lucky he's first box. So he gets in and gets out again. But Matthew Martin and Stiggy are already round in the final turn. Arman pits. There we go. Look, them extra laps have cost Bab absolute huge. He was with these boys. And he's been done by Trouser. He's been done by Fraser Wire. He's been done by Milan. He's going to come out neck and neck with Brash. Them extra laps were no good there for Bab. Unless he's trying to play the long game and make his tyres the stronger at the end. But as close as these boys are, I do believe them couple of laps have really hurt Bab's race. This is Clyde, 3 second time penalty. Arman come out in 13th. So let's run through. Stiggy's getting the hammer down now. Stiggy's got 1.1 to Matthew Martin. Takes a lot of curve there. Matthew now may try and close that gap. Still steadfast at 1.1. Everyone's low on the... Oh, Fraser War's there sitting pretty. Fraser War could be the one to watch at the minute. Old Chaz's pick could come to fruition. He's sitting there an absolute mountain. He's on the medium tyre. They're going to be faster than Trouser, slower than these softs, but they'll still be on pomp by the end of the race. Milan finds himself there in 6th, but he's going to come under pressure from Bab. Brash's main goal now is to try and get a 3 second gap to his teammate behind and try and hold fast on, let's say, that 8th place. DSL Brad in 10th, we've got Rattigan in 11th. Let's see who's got the most positions so far. Positions gained. Rattigan on 4, Harman on 4, Matt F1 on 4. Milan currently leads with 5. Milan currently leads with 5, and it's going to take some for Rattigan to get that title. But Arman's on that soft tyre, remember, so Arman could get Rattigan and Brad by the end of this race. And he's made Frank's not too far up the road. Frank's the biggest loser at the moment. No, he's not. He's JM on -8. Scotty's lost 6. Little Pigeon, so Stiggy's getting the absolute hammer down now. Stiggy's down 1.6. Let's get it off that position change. Let's get it on tyres. There we go. Stiggy's putting the hammer down now. On the soft tyre, he seems to have found a different gear, Stiggy. He found an absolute different level, Stiggy has. Got Little Pigeon in 2nd, but remember, he's got that 3 second time penalty. Fraser Wiles managed to take Trouser, and he's trying to close the gap. And Brashman's got another 3 second time penalty. So what does Brashman do? If he's teammate, but then he's only his teammate, they've only got Brad 0.5 seconds behind. Currently, with them 2 penalties, Brashman will lose 1. Brashman will drop down to 12th, I believe, with them current penalties. Charles takes it nice and easy. He just wants to be pulled along now by Fraser War. And between Fraser War and Trouser, they could put these soft runners under some absolute pressure later on by, let's say, lap 23, 24. Because I think after 6, they always have a big twitch there, Trouser. I think by laps, once they reach 7 laps, these soft tyres are going to be pretty much shot. But there's still going to be plenty of life in these mediums and plenty of life in these hard tyres. Little Pigeons managed to claw back 2 tenths from Stiggy. So we've got the calm before the storm here, lads. The calm before the storm. So let's run through the pack. We've got JM. Let's jump off board with JM. We've got JM. He's behind Famous Wayne. Famous Wayne behind his teammate, This is Clyde. This is Clyde's behind Scotty MT, who's behind Matty F1, who's behind Rattigan. Rattigan, who's behind DSL Brad, who's putting Armin under big, massive pressure, albeit the tyre difference. Armin's clawed in that gap to his social media buddy, Frank. Frank's right on the back of his teammate, Brashman. Got a bit of a gap there now to Milan, who's behind Bab, who lost out big by doing them extra laps. I think he might come to rue doing them extra couple of laps on them tyres he had on. Trousers now fell 1.6 behind Fraser Wire. Fraser Wire seems to be the man on the move at the minute. Rash has had a moment. Or has he just been done by the two cars in front? Or has he gone to let his teammate through and Armand's had a little sneaky chunk up the inside also? There we go. We're on board now with Brashman and Armand going at it tooth and throat. Look at that respect that's given there between the two drivers. Absolutely brilliant. That's how we race in PGR, lads. That's how we race in PGR. DSL Brad's going to try and get himself involved as well. He ain't going away. Brad's like, let me have some of this battle as well. Here goes Brashman back down the inside of Armand. Does he gets on the brakes later. Brashman gets it down. Armand's not going away. Some absolute respect there from them two. What racing. Armand, Brashman, absolute hats off to you, Ledge. And even hats off to little Braddy boy as well. Any other driver sometimes will try and get involved there, but Brad can see what's kicking off in front of him, and he's just letting these two play out. And here we get these two. Oh, we've had a bit of contact between Armand and Brashman. That was unlucky there, lads. That was near enough 3/4 of a lap of just pure side-by-side action. Absolute brilliant there. It's a shame that someone had to come off the worst right at the end. Let's jump up to these battle now. Trousers race maybe won. He's just going to try and hold on to that 5th place. He's got Bab absolutely pounding down on him. Now Fraser Wire is the man to watch. Fraser Wire already has a guaranteed podium. It looks like these soft tyres, they've run their race. So, how much position? I did say lap 23, lap 24. That's when Fraser Wire's going to start making his move. Brashman's got another 3-second time penalty. He's all right. He's got 20 seconds to Clyde behind. Famous Wayne, 5 seconds speeding in the pit lane. Let's jump on board with Fraser Wire now. There we go. We've got the front 4. Bab, as we can see behind, Bab's already took Trouser. Bab's took the position off Trouser. Trouser's got an 8-second cushion though to the car behind. Are these extra 2 laps going to help Bab out? I don't think they are, because he's 3.5 behind Fraser Wire. But Fraser Wire could be the man to watch. Chaz picked him at the start of the race. This is the pole position man, so we know he's got plenty of pace in the car. The only thing that may come unstuck for him is the 2 cars in front. If Pigeon's going to be getting DRS off Matthew Martin. Let's have a look. This is where the battle is. 3 seconds for Famous Wayne. Brashman, 5-second time penalty, speeding in the pit lane. Brash, you had 20 odd laps, mate, of pure competitive racing, bud. First race back. It may not have finished how you did, mate, but how you wanted to. But first race back, absolute fantastic showing, mate. Not many drivers could come back after literally a season being out of the car and come and perform how you have, mate. Absolute fantastic tonight, Brash. Fantastic, mate. There you go. Stick on them softs and go for that fastest lap, brother. Matthew Martin now, he's pulled it down to a second on Stiggy. We're still waiting now to see how this all plays out. We've got lap 23 or 27. Let's Stiggy's going to be fighting tooth and nail to keep these guys out of that DRS. And ideally, that's what Fraser Wilde would like. Fraser Wilde would like Matthew Martin and Little Pigeon to keep out that DRS zone. And he can pick these off one by one and then leave Stiggy for the last couple of laps if he can. But Fraser Wilde, he's on the tyres that you currently want to be on at the moment. They're both 8 lap old. But I'd rather be on 8 lap old mediums than 8 lap old soft at this current stage in the race. But it looks like Little Pigeon is making a move. We're going to try and make a move on Matthew Martin. I do remember Little Pigeon's got a 3-second time penalty. So here we go, on board with Fraser Wilde we go. Let's see. Does Pigeon make the move down the inside? No, he doesn't. Matthew Martin manages to hold him off. Goes for a wider line there, does Fraser Wilde. He should be getting, and he's got an absolute mountain. An absolute mountain. He needs to be trying to pick these off as soon as he can. Try, pardon me guys, to try and make any move he can on Stiggy. If he wants to, if he is listening in the stream, I don't want to put pressure on him, but I don't want to ruin his rap. But if he wants to try and attack any moment, or he wants any time to attack Stiggy, he needs to try and get one of these, one or if not both of these drivers in the next lap. By the end of the next lap, Little Pigeon runs slightly deep into that corner. This could be Fraser Wilde's moment. It's all going to be about the drive out of the corner. Or these softs still look like they've got some life in them. They still look like they've got some life in them. And with these two guys battling and Matty Martin defending from Little Pigeon, that's gives Stiggy now a 1.5 second lead. Armand got himself up into 7th. Absolute legend driver, Armand. Stiggy now 1.8. I feel Fraser Wilde needs to get, if he's got any chance of trying to battle Stiggy for the win, he needs to get this move done ASAP. There we go. Scotty, 5 second speed in the pit lane. Scotty's had enough for the day. He gets Matthew Martin. There we go. He's not going to try and double it up on Little Pigeon, but he managed to get it done. And they've pulled it down now to 1.2. This is going to absolutely kick off now. This is going to kick off with him for a hasty last couple of laps. Scotty, unlucky bud, mate. Unlucky budder. Not the first race of the season you would have wanted. And look at the drive. Look at the drive he has there, Fraser Wilde. I pretty much reckon these softs have run their race. He managed to catch a apex there, does Little Pigeon. We're on lap 25. Stiggy's about to take us on to the penultimate lap. What has Fraser Wilde got in the tank? Can Fraser Wilde get this done? He's going to want now, he's going to need, it's now 1.6. Can he get this move done before turn 1 and turn 2? There's a car just coming out of the pit. He lifts off slightly, he saves it for another day. Little Pigeon gets all over the curb. This is going to be Fraser Wilde's moment, or is he just going to hold? Yeah, he's going to hold fast. He feels he's got Little Pigeon's number, but him holding off has now put Stiggy out to 2 seconds in front. Is that it? Is that there? Them couple of lifts offs into turn 1 and into turn 3, as that gives Stiggy this victory. This is going to be taking candy from a baby. There we go. How fast? He's got a lap and a half now to try and gain his and he's gained 4 tenths just in that part of the track. Famous Wayne's left the session. He's gone now also. Caution sector 1, that's just Famous Wayne. I think retired in the pit lane. 1.7, 1.6. I think he's left himself too much to do, in my opinion, Fraser Wilde. He's left himself too much to do. We've got 1.6, we've got Bab down in 5th. Right on the back, he's managed to catch this lead battle now, Bab, but I think he's left it a bit too late. Thinking back now, Bab, I bet he wished maybe he would have pitted a lap or 2 earlier. We've got Arman, who's had an absolute stellar race. We've got Milan now, maybe putting Arman under pressure. These hard tyres are coming into their own now. Fraser Wild, what's he got? 1.6. I think he's left himself too much. Stiggy's drove an absolute stellar race. It's not over till it's over. Still got 2 sectors left to get through. Stiggy's got a 1.4 gap. Stiggy just making sure, getting right, making sure he's over the left-hand side of the track. Get in there, Stiggy. But he's got it now to a second. Wow, I reckon 1-2 more laps, Fraser Wild would have definitely had this race, but I think Stiggy's judged it absolutely perfect. Got a few more corners, 4-5 more corners left to go. He's pulling it now down to 6/10. Or is this just Stiggy taking his foot off the pressure, his foot off the pedal, trying to see it home? Milan, 3 seconds. No, Milan, he's only going to lose out 1 place. We'll jump on board with Stiggy. And our winner of season 8.5, round 1, France. Called it earlier in the chat. He had the pressure on him, and he has not buckled under the pressure. Matthew Martin. Something happened to Matthew Martin. He fell down to 6th place. So we've got Stiggy in first, Fraser Wild in second, we've got Manic in third, great drive from Manic, Little Pigeon in fourth, we've got Bab in fifth, Matthew Martin in sixth, great drive, Armin in seventh, great drive Stiggy, great drive mate. We've got Frankie Boy in eighth, we've got Milan in ninth, that 3-second time penalty done him. We've got Brad in 10th, we've got Rattigan in 11th, we've got Matt F1 UK in 12th, this is Clyde in 13th, Brashman in 14th, followed home by JM. He may be down there in 14th, but Brashman. I think Pigeon got a penalty, Matthew. Pigeon got a penalty. I know you wasn't last, Ragan, mate. You wasn't last. JM was last. Maybe, let's see if it's corrected itself here now. If not, I'll take a screenshot. Yeah, you're not last, mate. Look, you're 11th. Ragan, you're 11th, mate. Trouser ended up third. I don't know if the lobby's lagged or something. I don't know, but currently, before any stewards look at it, we got Stiggy in first, Fraser Wah, Trouser, Little Pigeon, Bab, Matthew Martin, Arman, Big Frank, Milan, DSL Brad. We've got Rattigan, Matt F1 UK, This is Clyde, JM, Brashman, Famous Wayne, and Scotty MT. And as the game said, my commentator's driver of the day is that man there in the Williams, finished 7th. Arman, you absolute ledge. Started 16th, finished in 7th, went round penalty free, as did many drivers, so kudos to everybody. But starting down as 16th and finishing where he did, yep, Arman, you are my commentator driver of the day. Gentlemen, absolute banger of a first race to begin with, not the easiest track to go round. Couple of shout outs. Shout out to Brashman on his first race back. Not where you wanted to finish, mate, but you showed a lot of promise, mate. As mentioned earlier, Clyde, no worries, buddy. As mentioned earlier, mate, you may be a bit rusty, mate, but talent never falters, mate. You showed a lot of promise there. You showed a lot of battle, and I'm sure by the time we get into the second, third race of the season, you'll be all good, mate. Shout out to Matthew Martin as well, him and Stiggy. Absolute great race. Bab will be thinking, what if? Maybe you wish you would have put earlier. Shout out to Trouser, if that is correct, coming through for the podium. And Brad, you're an absolute letdown, mate. I thought you was going to get me a 128. Shout out to Fraser War, 128 in quali. Big shout out. But gentlemen, that is me done for race 1. I will see you boys not next Tuesday, the Tuesday after, as we are alternating weeks. Gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. Have yourself a great week. And I should see you boys who are racing tomorrow for F2, I do believe. May have to, my old brain ain't what it once was. May have to give Manic a little inbox to get a full SP, full update, because I ain't got a clue what's going on tomorrow. But Manic expects an inbox from me tomorrow, bud. But anyway, gentlemen, thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure. And most important thing, we're back. PGR are back. Have a good week, gentlemen.